As a Nigerian, nothing surprises me anymore, especially the things that happen in this country. Yeah, you just come on the social media, you come online, and then you are sure to find something incredible, something amazing, something mind blowing. Just like Hilda Baci's biggest pot of jollof rice ever. Like, how did she come about that? How did she think that one out? Hilda Baci in 2023 gave us the cookathon, where she won the largest cooking competition, I think, something like that, and she cooked, I think it was like around May, right? She cooked for like 93 hours or so, 93 hours, 11 minutes, if I'm correct, because it's been long I looked up the facts. And then now again, she has attempted to cook the biggest pot of jollof rice. The biggest pot of jollof rice. Damn. It's really amazing that people just come around and think these things out. Guinness Book of Records. The Guinness records are just so full of a whole lot of funny shit. A lot of funny shit. I'm thinking about which one I'm going to do. Maybe I'll have to do the longest podcast ever. This is not even really a podcast. Maybe more like, just talk about entertainers for like 300 hours. Like take intermittent breaks and then come back again and get at these things. And just like me, I'm just here smiling, amused. But then there are people out there who have their opinions on this one. But then before I play those niggas, those guys who have their opinions, like Pella, like Radio Guard, like Gege himself, I needed to know that she cooked this pot of jollof rice, and then, in the process of trying to raise this, lift it up, so the world can see, with the crane, and the pot kind of collapsed, but although the food was saved. If you listen very well, in the background, you hear someone say, made that pot of jollof rice, may nothing to that pot of jollof rice, so we no get problem for you. We had too many spectators, about 20,000 spectators who showed up, and they came to support, and of course they came to eat. And so I think that it is that they came to eat that led people like Gege and people like Radio Guard, to come out and say, hey, you guys came out right here just to eat jollof rice, where the country is burning down. The politicians are here always, stealing money, embezzling funds, and just ruining the country and burning it to the ground. But you all decided to come up right here, 20,000 of you, and I don't want to believe that it is in the name of supporting Hilda Baci, but rather it is in the name of wanting to eat from that pot of jollof rice. And you can tell, when you look at the faces, and after the food was eventually cooked, you can see how too many desperate fingers were throwing in all out, trying to get food to eat here and there. Everybody, man, I gotta get my share. Man, I'm hungry, man, you gotta give me this. And, we can say that this Guinness Book of Record of 18 year, it stands out there to put Nigeria on the map. I say, this is Nigeria on the map. But then on the other side again, when you look at, the desperate, hungry hands and fingers, trying to get food to eat, it sends another type of reputation or image of the country itself to show that, man, does it mean that Nigerians are really hungry? Of course, yes, we are hungry. If you live in Nigeria, you know that, yes, we are hungry. The inflation is massive. The economy declines, even though the news continue to try to lie to us and tell us, what, things are going well, blah 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 blah. The dash. I think just of recent, it was David Mdenyu was even opening us to the fact that when Ruth and other influencers went to Ghana and were trying to compare the cost of living in Ghana and Nigeria, he showed us that it was the Nigerian government that kind of sponsored that one, and then they're just trying to make us feel as though everything is fine in Nigeria compared to that in Ghana. But why would you be comparing that? He asked. And so it's have to show that, yes, things are actually deteriorating and declining economically in Nigeria. And Hilda Baci's cookathon, or will I say the biggest pot of jollof rice competition, showed us that, man, there's so much hunger in town. And a plate or two or 3 plates of jollof rice that you get there in Hilda Baci's show would not stop you from getting hungry the next day. So you see, but still, people still went out there to get the food to eat. At least, Persiwe Sike and Bele today na im matter. Tomorrow we live and for God. It's popular saying among Nigerians. And I'm gonna play for you these 3 guys. Pella right there talked, Gege talked, then Radio Guard talked. And it's up to you to differ. For me, I just listen to people on the social media. Like, man, everybody's open to their opinion, different takes here and there. But you want to hear my own take? Nigga, I tell you, I'm a snitch, man. I'm like a politician. I speak from both sides of my tongue. And so I could tell you one thing today and tell you another thing tomorrow. So I do not think that my take should really, really matter to you. Why should you really take a politician serious? I'm just here sometimes. I give my honest take, but sometimes, I'm just like, man, I don't give a fuck. She decided to do this one. This is her own way. Like some people say, Hilda Baci has showed us that you can just be a woman and do something great. A lot of people commended her, which I also think is commendable. I mean, forget about the fact that we have to say, oh, how would Hilda Baci come around and say she's doing a competition to cook? When you look at it more deeply, you see that is her area of specialization. And so she decided to do something in her own field. I think one of the things again, some guys are saying that do something to fix the country, do something that will help the country, all of that. She's not a politician. There is no way I've seen anybody elect Hilda Baci to actually rule or govern a particular area. No, she's just a cook that decided to do something, and then she's become notable, and then she has become popular. She fought hard, she worked hard to get here. And so if we're expecting her to do something the government is supposed to do, I think that is stupid, that's crazy, that's senseless, that does not make sense. But then, everybody has their take, and you can always feel free to type and talk. It's your phone, it's your data. I play for you, these niggas, and that's where I'm handing for you.
This Hilda Baci, biggest spot of Jollof, just exposed Nigeria as a poor and hungry country. See the way people mad, they queue, they cry. I never, just to eat ordinary Jollof rice. It never reached me. When I start Jollof rice for me now, when they queue, they cry. Just to eat ordinary Jollof for Nigeria. This thing is a sign Nigeria is a poor and hungry country. You know, understand? My advice to Hilda Baci, if you know Hilda Baci, tag her to this video. They say I know is the last comment of a fool. If to say I know before, I for this to get advice. You know, understand? You are giving so much attention, energy, and money to things which not really today important to the society. What is this your Guinness record? How is it contributing to Nigeria? This your record and Big Brother Niger, now the same thing. Diverting the attention of the youth into things not really today important for the country. And for me, that rice where they cook, that rice is more of quantity over quality. Not be say they put rice for inside water a done. Now be say you cook jollof rice. Because I see where they use a bucket, I mean basin, the ingredients they go the other side because the pot was too big. So you are giving so much attention. Last time you break the record, Nigeria supported you, and now you don't come again with the same format. Now only Guinness record you sabi break. You're not gonna know if you do with your life. I be the Guinness record where you they break. So it's more important that the first thing Nigeria not get light. There's no job in Nigeria. Now if we continue to encourage things like this, now you don't do them again now. If you encourage before you go look now, one girl will come from nowhere now they say the girl with the biggest BBA in Nigeria or in the world. You know how Nigeria girls do because they always look for easy way to escape poverty. You know, so my advice to you, if you want to become successful in life, the next thing you are supposed to do, I expect you with this so much money you are wasting on things like this. Use that money to open Eat and Go Eatery, where the homeless and the poor can easily come and eat without paying. That's your contribution. And that's humanity go value you for a lifetime. Say Eat and Go Eatery, where poor Nigerians, hungry Nigerians can go and eat free jollof rice. Then if you go there, you eat, you don't pay. Do something like that, and Nigeria, the world go.
In the Baci cooking competition, cooking Guinness World Record. Hilda Baci is the first female to sell out also arena in Nigeria. Hilda Baci sell also arena for Nigeria. Ewa wero. Nigeria is hungry. It's not by bro. People love free something. Come and see people. Everywhere. Oh, mommy said I do all out before I come out. Everybody shopping. They do the everywhere. Hilda Baci first Nigeria to sell O2 Arena. O2 Arena where they Lagos.
Over 20,000 Nigerian lazy youths came out in mass yesterday to eat Hilda Baci's jollof rice. When was the last time Nigerian youths came together like that to go and tell the politicians that they are not satisfied with what is going on in the country? When I don't ever come together like that, march go National Assembly, march go Aso Rock, go tell people where they in government that the living conditions is tough. When I don't ever do them. This is why the majority of Nigerians will remain in abject poverty. Na coward una be. Na only food and knacking una sabi. Na for food you go say Nigerians. Na for knacking telltale and break you go say Nigerians. This is why our politicians no dey listen to us, because they know say na mumu una be, una no get sense. When they arrested very dark man, wey dey even speak up for you people, wey dey carry una matter for head like gala, na 5 people come out, they shout, "Free very dark man!" The rest, they for house, they laugh am. I'm an OG. That's why I'm saying this to you.
And yeah, you know how I do, man. You know how I do my thing. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell so when I drop, boom, man, you finally just get alerted that Great Dave just dropped right there, and he just gave his own local takes, his own field takes, his whole whatever it is, fake or original, however you like to put it. I do not have a problem with that. I'm just the man behind the mic, the radio guy, do my thing like it's nothing, like it's absolutely nothing. But yeah, I still gotta give credit where credit is due. A big shout out to Hilda Baci. The Baci really did a great job, I must say, pulling up that, organizing that, and we need to forget about the crane, messing up that pot. You cannot get everything right, especially for the first time. And so she did her best. She tried, organized, put, cooked. I mean, for many of the testimonies I had right there, they said they could not believe that such a big pot of food could be that tasty. I mean, consistently tasty, not like one side is sweet, the other side not that sweet, things like that. So it must have taken a whole lot of preparation and hard work, and determination to really get out there. So a big shout out to Hilda Baci. And I must say personally, on a personal hardworking record, or on a personal hardworking lane, I'm proud of her. I am proud of her. She put an effort to do that. And for those who are trying to interpret it different ways, fine. It's up to you. It's up to you. Like Lights of Gigi and Radio God and all of that. And to coach Radio God, I think it says something like, when was the last time Nigerians gathered to call themselves around politicians and say, hey, we don't like the way you're treating us and all of that. But I remember October 2020, October 2020. Yeah, the NSAS movement, Nigerian youths gathered, but a lot of them were shot, a lot of us were killed. And so you can't expect us to go out there and get killed again when we are not sure someone's standing for us. I mean, the very many people who died during that period in time, who has come out again to fight for them. Everybody now is scared. Nobody's trying to face the Nigerian government. Not me, not you see. And so if people decide to show up for Hilda Baci and say, we come here to eat, fine. We come here to support, fine. Man, that's their business, not yours. But I get it, when you're on the radio, you gotta find something to say to make it relevant. And Gege, the man with the advice. As usual, man, I'm Pella himself. It's Great Dave in the mouth.